Good Friday morning, everybody. As we look at 4Live radar and the satellite here, pretty cloudy and mild temperature-wise. Best case scenario, we just get a little drizzle this morning, but a little bit heavier rain mid-morning through lunch. Again, 35 degrees, so anything coming in here the next hour or so should be mainly liquid, but we need to watch out for a little patchy ice. Again, mid-morning, Kim, rain gets a little heavier.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Well, we do want to let you know about an accident we've just picked up over on the westbound I-96 ramp to southbound Southfield Freeway. That is closed right now, so what you want to do is exit at Greenfield to get around this one.
Police in Pennsylvania right now investigating a student who they say broke into his own middle school. His explanation, he told police, is he was sleepwalking.
Police say that they received a call from the student around 2 in the morning saying that he was in the school. The student, who has actually a history of sleepwalking, walked 4 miles from his home, forced open a window and climbed right into the classroom. He will not face any charges.
Kind of bizarre, isn't it?
It is, and very scary that you can walk that distance and not know it.
Very strange.
Almost unbelievable, but there is such a thing. Yeah. It is 5:27, everybody, and you have probably heard the oath of U.S. postal workers: neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night.
Well, this morning, not so much. One local community not getting their deliveries, and the reason is making them even more upset.
What's also upsetting everybody across the metro area is this extreme pothole problem, considered so dangerous that local police called it a crisis and shut down a major freeway overnight. A live update next.
Ben, can I?
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
We've assessed it, talked to Chief Craig, and by his order, we determined that this stretch of freeway right now is unsafe.
Part of I-75 shut down last night. Police calling the pothole problems a crisis.
And missing mail. A Metro Detroit post office under fire for not delivering to its residents. And now hundreds of upset customers are sending a message of their own, with the help of their congresswoman.
That's right. It's a big story this morning. Lots going on this busy Friday morning. Good morning to you, everyone.
And good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We do want to get over to Brandon and talk about our forecast for today. It's been one crazy week with the up and down temperatures and rain.
We've got a little bit of everything for you on a finally Friday. Why not? Just kind of throw the whole kitchen sink in there. We're getting a little bit of low cloud leakage of some drizzle. Thankfully, we're at 35 degrees. Otherwise, drizzle hitting freezing or sub-freezing surfaces causes that freezing drizzle, freezing rain or ice. But the wind chill is 29. Air temperature is 35 out there, and waves of drizzle and very light rain through the next couple of hours. A little bit steadier, heavier rain between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. and then it dries up for us later this afternoon. Will be upwards of 48, so cool and a little wet this morning, and then the other half of the day drier and a lot more mild. But here's a look at some of that moisture moving in, and the airport is reporting some drizzle around, but you can see here that it is barely coming into our south zone as evidence on radar, but the low clouds leaking enough. We just need to be careful and mindful that some areas could still be near freezing and seeing a little bit of patchy ice through the next couple of hours. But there you see the wet weather that will be with us during the morning. I'll look at the weekend forecast with you coming up. Kim is here now with 4Live traffic on a Friday morning. How we doing?
We're doing pretty good. We're just watching out for the roads that could be a little slick in some areas. So I want you to be mindful of that as you head out the door this morning. We just have this one accident I want to let you know about over on westbound I-96. That ramp to Southfield Freeway is closed right now. Now, actually, did I say accident? I meant construction because of a pothole there. So just be mindful of that. What you need to do instead is exit at Greenfield, and you can use Plymouth Road or Schoolcraft instead. And then also we've got construction over on I-75. The north and southbound ramps to westbound I-696 will be closed between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. So keep that in mind as well. And stick around because we will take a look at some more construction over on I-696. I'll tell you about that in my next report at 5:44. Back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. Our top story this half hour is like a minefield driving over our area roadways. The pothole problem that is getting bigger by the day.
Yeah, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. We're talking specifically here about a stretch of I-75 that police are now calling a public safety crisis.
Let's get to Nick Monticelli. He joins us now live this morning. And Nick, they actually shut the whole freeway down for a while. It was so bad.
Rhonda, they had to. They didn't have a choice. There were sections of I-75 that were just devouring cars as they were driving over them. So DPD went out there and shut it down. But it's not just I-75. It's I-75. It's 696. It's I-94. It's Mount. It's Hayes. It's Shaners, Van Dyke. I can do this all morning long. The bottom line is that more money has to come before any of this is going to get permanently fixed. Another night and multiple cars littering the side of the freeway, this time I-75 south in Detroit. DPD all over the freeway trying to manage what has become more than just a nuisance. Now it's a safety problem.
The chief contacted DPW, and we're going to have City of Detroit DPW crews come up here and start patching some of these holes until we can get MDOT out here to give us some relief.
You know it's bad when this stretch on 14 Mile Road near Hayes only looks moderately awful. There are some roads, many in Macomb, which are just undrivable.
This is the first time that it's been this bad to where they're undrivable. It's horrible.
Horrible and scary and expensive.
People are running around with babies and kids in their car, hit these holes and cause an accident, make them veer off the road or run into another car. You know, people's lives are at danger right now with the way the roads are.
MDOT has been doing emergency patching, but every night there are multiple cars on the side of the road with blown tires and damaged rims, especially when it's dark or raining. It's hard to see the danger right in front of you. In Lansing, the State House just approved $175 million for pothole repairs this spring. Now it's up to the Senate, and State Senator Steve Bida says we need more than $175 million to keep up. So he's going to push for the Senate to dip in to the state's rainy day fund for more money.
We need to find additional funding for it, and we need to find it fast. And that's probably the best place that we could go at this point to address a very real need. I get calls and letters, and frankly, my own family, we've suffered pothole damage from a number of roads that are crumbling beneath us.
So now I suppose it'll be up to the Senate to see if they will dip into that rainy day fund in just a matter of time until more vehicles are scattered and litter among the freeways trying to find a reprieve from these potholes. And honestly, Sandra and Rhonda, I am surprised I haven't seen Rhonda start her own campaign yet after yesterday's pothole incident.
I know. I was just venting your whole report about how furious I am because the roads are just so bad. I mean, you've got to be able to get these pothole patchers out there to do something. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it's a big job, too. All right.
It is.
Thank you, Nick.
It's just mounting. It's getting bigger and bigger by the day. Meanwhile, Nick, thank you. We do want to get to this other problem that's frustrating people over in Ypsilanti. The U.S. Postal Service is now vowing to correct the problems with its mail delivery in Ypsilanti, and even Representative Debbie Dingell is organized a town hall for the residents to formally issue this complaint about the service to that post office.
The buck stops here, people. This is one thing we should never have to worry about is the United States Postal Service.
Residents say that they don't receive their mail on time or it goes to the wrong address, and some mail carriers have even run over their mailboxes and kept on going. Postal Service employees attending the meeting expressed embarrassment about what's happening. They also say that residents don't need to go to their congressperson because they are there to listen.
You should not have to go to the Congresswoman's office to reach us. That's why we are here, to make sure you understand that we do want to serve you better.
Postmaster Alicia Brown says that she will host more community meetings to prevent problems from happening again. She also says that managers will join mail carriers on their routes in the coming weeks.
Detroit police asking for your help this morning to find 2 missing women. First, investigators tell Local 4 55-year-old Marsha Woodruff was last seen by her neighbors on McCormick Street near Beaconsfield and Moross back in November, and she has not been seen or heard from since. Her family tells investigators that Woodruff is in good physical condition. She also, though, suffers from mental health issues, so they are very concerned. Police also say they're looking for 65-year-old Jeanette Stowers. She was last seen on the Southfield Freeway Service Drive near Pinecrest Drive. That was on Wednesday night. Her daughter told police that she left that area. She was walking, and then she never came back. She's also said to be in good physical health, but she does suffer from Alzheimer's.
Michigan State University's interim president is set to donate his salary back to the university. John Engler was tapped to lead the university amid the fallout over the Larry Nassar scandal. Under his new contract, Engler will receive an annual salary of $510,000, a salary he has voluntarily agreed to donate to MSU-related charities. He has not yet announced which areas of the university he will donate his compensation to.
We are now getting our first look at the man who was involved in a long standoff with police in Troy. 36-year-old Bryce Williams, accused of opening fire in a neighborhood near Big Beaver and Adams. It's a story we first broke right here Tuesday morning. Williams then barricaded himself inside his parents' home, which led to the standoff with police that lasted almost 12 hours. He eventually surrendered peacefully. No one was hurt. Williams is now charged with 4 felonies.
And there are only a few days left to vote for your favorite high school athletes in our winter edition of our For Frenzy Fan Choice Awards.
You can now vote for your favorite athletes in girls and boys hockey, basketball, skiing, boys swimming, wrestling, and also competitive cheer as well.
All right. To vote, all you need to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com/forfrenzy, and you can vote once per hour per category until next Wednesday, February 28th at 11 p.m. So good luck to all of our athletes.
And then we will announce the winners on air and also online coming up next week.
All right. Good luck.
Heavy rain causing lots of flooding all across our area, but in one community, some say they think it's actually a good thing. We'll explain why.
And right now, a rising political star is facing felony charges, what one state's governor is accused of that could land him in prison. A rising Republican star now facing felony charges. The Missouri governor has been indicted by a grand jury for invasion of privacy. The case related to a scandal involving an extramarital affair and also allegations of blackmail. The governor reportedly photographed a woman naked without her knowledge or her consent and then tried to use it to blackmail her. The news hit a particular chord in the GOP because he was a young political up-and-comer with presidential aspirations. He still maintains he is innocent. Public school classrooms in West Virginia all closed for a second straight day. This is as teachers and service personnel continue a work stoppage. School workers line the streets. They were protesting for better pay and also better health insurance. Groups of protesters planning to meet in the capital of Charleston. They say that's where they will continue their fight. West Virginia's Attorney General says walkouts could lead to injunctions. Heavy rains have caused the River Raisin to flood in Monroe County, but for some, they say it's a good thing. Homeowners along the River Raisin are seeing their basements flood as the ice in the river melts and rain falls, but it's helping homeowners in the area, even though the houses are in the river surrounded by water. One resident says it's better than having ice chunks and debris entering their homes.
This is a good thing. When it would get really warm and the river was still iced over, we started to sweat because you knew it was going to be coming in to your basement.
Boy, is that seeing the bright side of things. The rising waters wash debris and ice down the river, which helps maintain a clean and safe environment. Regardless, these homeowners will need to do a little spring cleaning to help rid their homes of that water. And Brandon, no more rain would be a good thing.
Oh, man. Rhonda, what am I going to do now? Sorry, I put my show in play and it's not loading up, but it will here shortly. I do have rain on the way, and in fact, headed perhaps right for... What is that? Oh, my God. Look at that spider on the lens. Sorry, forgive me. Low clouds out there, Mount Clemens. Get that guy out of there. 35 degrees, feels like 29, so luckily we're above freezing. As moisture comes in, we are concerned about some freezing rain, freezing drizzle, which is rain from the skies, warmer up above the surface, so falls as liquid precip onto a freezing surface as rain, freezing instantly, creating ice. But as long as surface temperatures are above freezing, and we're okay, and it's the best case scenario. I think mid-morning through the lunch hour, probably our greatest chance at a little heavier rain, if you will, but later this afternoon, mostly cloudy, 48, a better second half of your Finally Friday. Here is some of that rain that is starting to move into Monroe and Lenawee counties here. Blissfield, another area along the River Raisin that is swelling, so we want to avoid anywhere near the river there and through Monroe as that rain will be coming up. And it gets just a little bit more intense again through the mid-morning and afternoon as the area of low pressure moves over the area. But the snow is way north, and on the model here, here's 9:30 this morning and coming in a little heavier. 1 o'clock after lunch, things improve, and this evening even clearing out a little bit. Now tomorrow it's a close call. In the morning, Indiana, Ohio getting a wintry mix, some ice down there as well, but a glancing blow possible in the morning hours, Lenawee, Monroe counties into southern Ontario. But most of us don't see anything until about 10 p.m. on Saturday. More rain coming in through the overnight into early Sunday, but probably not even going to see the rain during the daylight hours either Saturday or Sunday. And look at the numbers. Low 40s Saturday, but low 50s on Sunday after the morning rain gets sunny and breezy and mild. Very nice Monday, Tuesday as well. And then maybe a couple of flakes and drops on Thursday morning next week. But that's it. Kim already issued the no snow.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I said that I'm ready for you to issue it. So then...
I'm going to.
Okay, good.
Someday.
Maybe like early March or something like that. All right, guys, we are talking about your commute this morning, and it could be a little icy out there, which is why we're really not quite ready to issue that no snow guarantee. But I want to talk to you about the potholes because that's the main problem right now, and that's what we're dealing with on westbound I-96, the ramp to southbound Southfield Freeway. They're having some emergency repairs right there because of a pothole. So what you want to do instead is exit at Greenfield. You can use Plymouth Road or Schoolcraft instead this morning. Here is a look at that ramp closure. As you can see, they've got crews out there patching up that area. So we'll keep you updated on that closure. So that's all you need to know as you head out the door this morning. No accidents to report at this time. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim. Time now for stories that you may have missed. A campsite is on its way back within city limits. Detroit-based investors cleaning up Scout Hollow. It's a campsite in Rouge Park on the west side, which sits on more than 17 acres and offers 3 campsites that host 30 each.
This is great. Organizers say that they want to bring the experience of camping to the city where kids and families can hear the sounds of the city, but also see the stars and enjoy nature. What's more, they plan to offer gear for campers to use in case they don't have their own. Very nice. Camping experience is so important for kids.
It is so important. Such a great idea, too.
Yeah.
It is Free Friday here on Local 4, and you can win 4 tickets to see Cinderella at the Fisher Theater. Just go to the Scene on 4 tab on clickondetroit.com, and that's how you can enter. The event, by the way, runs March 13th until the 18th. Today, a 6-year-old boy from Detroit who took the internet by storm with his dance moves is making another appearance on Ellen.
Yes, he's quite the star. Tavarius Jones talks about his recent birthday party, and he actually made a profit. So he talks about that with Ellen. Take a look.
How was your birthday party?
Good.
It was good? I heard that you charged admission. People had to pay to go to it? How much?
I charged the $5, then I made $10.
What are you going to do with the money?
I'm going to pay bills.
What bills in particular you got going on?
Money bills.
I would like to contribute. This is $20, and it goes to your bill paying fund, okay? You're welcome.
He's quite the character.
He is so funny.
He is, and so cute and so talented.
And you can watch the episode coming up later this afternoon.
Yes, and don't forget, because of the Olympics, Ellen actually airs at 2 o'clock in the afternoon right here on Local 4.
Still ahead, Black Panther fans flocking to a small town in Illinois.
Yes, and no part of the movie was even filmed there. It was actually filmed down in Atlanta, Georgia. But we'll explain why people are flocking to this Illinois city where we just learned that Brandon Rue's mom lives.
Yes, it's a very famous city now.
Big connection. We'll be back in a moment with more.
Tonight, after
Quick look at the radar. Some light rain and drizzle moving in from the south, and that'll be the case here over the next couple of hours. If it hasn't hit you yet, it will, but it's fairly light. Mid-morning through lunch, rain gets a little bit heavier, but after lunch, we dry things out in middle upper 40s later this afternoon. Sandra?
All right, thank you, Brandon. Soccer-related violence has killed a police officer in northern Spain. Investigators say that officer had to be rushed to the hospital after clashes between police and soccer fans. Flares were lit, fans threw objects at police. This is before a Europa League match in Bilbao. It was later released the officer died in the hospital after he suffered a heart attack.
It's happened again. Nearly 4 years ago, hundreds of schoolgirls were abducted in northeastern Nigeria. The girls became the focus of that worldwide hashtag Bring Back Our Girls campaign. Well, now the government officials say that it happened again. Distressed parents crying as they waited for news on their missing daughters, believed to have been abducted on Monday by Boko Haram extremists. Parents say that more than 100 girls were still missing by Thursday. There have been a number of conflicting reports due to a limited access to the area. The recent release of the Black Panther movie has some fans really wanting the mythical country of Wakanda to come to real life.
And in case you may have missed it, Wakanda is where the Black Panther lives, a country hidden in plain sight, made to lead others to believe it's really a third world country when in fact it's one of the richest countries in the world.
So, fans want the place to be real so bad that some have even started calling the mayor's office of Wakanda, Illinois. Pronounced the same but spelled differently. They're asking for vibranium, the fictional world's strongest metal. The village is home to a little more than 13,000 people, and it was named after a Native American chief who was buried in the bank of a lake behind Town Hall. But there are no superheroes there, apparently.
But Brandon Rue's mom.
Yes, Brandon Rue's mom lives there, and Brandon grew up not far from there.
Can I add one quick thing?
Yes.
A lot of the movie The Blues Brothers was shot in Wakanda.
Okay.
Little known
Believe
fact.
it or not.
There you go.
All right.
We're making a connection any way we can.
I love it.
Coming up all new at 6 o'clock, local stories from Livonia, Dearborn, and Detroit.
Also, the single tweet that just cost Snapchat more than $1 billion.
And our As Seen on TV continues today, testing out products to see if they work and if they're worth your money. This device, it's called Fixed, and it connects to your car and claims to identify why your check engine light is on, when it needs to be repaired, and how much it would cost. Kim DeGiulio puts it to the test coming up. I'm Olympic gold.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
A flood of trouble. A water main ruptures near a busy freeway, crumbling the service drive and spilling water all over the interstate, putting commuters under a boil water advisory in the city and even shutting down schools.
Plus, more help is on the way for Michigan roads. Crews continue to make emergency repairs. Lawmakers and Lansing pushing emergency funding.
More wet weather trying to move into the area. Could even see a little frizzle this morning, but we do have warming numbers in your 7-day. Finally Friday.
Well, let's keep those temperatures above freezing so we don't have any
We don't need any more problems.
No, it's bad enough just dealing with the potholes, which have been awful. But it is Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandra Ali in for Evrod today. If you do need to get out the door on this Friday, Kim is keeping an eye on traffic. And Brandon, how are things looking right now?
Well, low clouds leaking a little rain and drizzle coming up from the south. So if you're north of 9 Mile, probably not seeing anything yet. But our downtown camera, the Penobscot building, looking down, you see the fog, the low clouds leaking a little bit, but numbers are all at or above freezing, or above freezing, I should say. Lapeer at 33 is the closest call. Any drizzle that falls on a freezing surface ices up freezing rain, and that's the worst of it. But the best case scenario would be to stay just above freezing and get the rain out there. Be careful, though, for the next hour and a half, the potential for a little spotty ice on the roads. Meantime, rainy through lunch, so keep the umbrella handy. But this afternoon, 47 degrees, mostly just cloudy, but drier through the afternoon. You see the showers coming up from the south, and we'll continue to track them. And your weekend forecast coming up. Kim is here right now. I'm sorry. I have the flooding updates for you as well. And this is in Monroe and Livingston counties, as the rest of the area river flood warnings have been discontinued. But rivers in certain spots continue to rise as other streams spill in, and the recent thaw rises those levels even today. The Huron River in Hamburg and the River Raisin in Monroe expected to stay in the flood stage or crested area. And then Metro Detroit not alone, because Lansing has declared a state of emergency with flooding impacts in residential areas. Officials say that the Grand and Red Cedar Rivers have crested. That means that they have just bubbled up and reached past flood stage. The flooding causing problems at Michigan State University as well. It is nasty out there. And we do, again, have more wet weather this morning. We have another weekend rain chance, which we'll highlight coming up. But now Kim is here with your Finally Friday traffic forecast.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Well, lots of wet weather out there that we've been dealing with, and that's been really hard on our roads, causing lots of potholes. I know you know what I'm talking about. So there is some emergency repairs right now to fix a pothole problem. This is over on the westbound express lanes of I-96. That ramp to Southfield Freeway is closed right now, so you want to keep this in mind. But the good news is that the local lanes are open, so you still are able to get to Southfield Freeway. Here's a look at what it looks like with our MDOT camera. As you can see, they're patching up right there. But again, if you just travel that way and you're trying to get to Southfield Freeway, you can take the local lanes instead this morning. And we want to keep you updated with some more construction over on I-75. I'll tell you about that project coming up in my next report at 6:14. Back to you.
Kim, thank you. We do want to keep you updated on breaking news from Detroit's west side, a disturbing discovery where police are now investigating the shooting death of a man in his 20s inside of a home. This is video from the scene. The house is on Braille Street, just south of West McNichols. The man was found in the home by a family member. Right now, police have yet to release a possible motive or even a suspect description. And it is a very messy problem and a huge inconvenience for residents in Livonia. That city remains under a boil water advisory after a massive water main break.
And that break sent water flooding out onto the road, completely destroying that very busy stretch of that service drive. Nick Monticelli is there live this morning. And Nick, schools are closed because of this today.
Yes, the Livonia Public School District has opted to close for the day because they don't have clean water, or at least they're not sure if the water is safe because of what happened here. Livonia is still under a boil water advisory. Redford Township has one as well, or had one, but they canceled it. And this is where a lot of the problem was yesterday. You can see kind of some sand patching around here, and especially down in this pit over to our right here. This is where a lot of this water was. The guys are shooting out of the ground here. And if you look down far on the other side, the south side of 94 or 96, I should say, I believe that's an area they're working on the water main. I can't tell specifically. The bottom line, though, this yesterday was a big problem. The video immediately after this Livonia water main broke is certainly impressive. A geyser of sorts shooting out of the ground, busting up concrete and flooding the areas nearby. Once police arrived, traffic had to be directed away from the flowing water, and crews were quick to at least slow the water, but it took longer to shut it off altogether. The water main is actually a line from the Great Lakes Water Authority. The city of Livonia says there are transmission issues resulting in a series of water main breaks along Schoolcraft Road. This one is at Stark. Another near the eastbound lanes of I-96 at Middlebelt. Water there was spilling onto the freeway, causing a big backup, and parts of the service drive buckled, making it undrivable. Another water main break impacted the eastbound lanes near Farmington Road. Because of all of this, both Livonia and Redford Township had boil water advisories. Redford's is canceled, but Livonia stands. meaning residents must boil water for at least 1 minute before using it. Boiled or bottled water must be used for drinking, making ice, washing dishes, brushing teeth, and cooking. So again, Redford canceled their boil water advisory, so it's only a matter of time until Livonia does the same. But because we're up against the beginning of school, the public school district had to close. So again, Livonia Public Schools, no school today because of this boil water advisory. We're live here in Livonia. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. The Stoneman Douglas High School resource officer has now resigned. This comes after surveillance video shows he never even went inside the school to confront the shooter, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz. According to police, that they say despite being the only armed guard on campus, the deputy actually stayed outside the freshman building for at least 4 of the 6 minutes. Cruz opened fire inside the school, killing 17 people. That deputy resigned after being suspended without pay. 2 other deputies right now are on leave. Those deputies were involved in a previous call. That call was to Cruz's house, and they may not have followed the proper protocol.
A 15-year-old Melvindale High School student is facing charges of a threat of terrorism. Police say that he sent a photo to another student showing himself holding a gun, saying that he was going to shoot up the school. The student who received the message reported it to the school. The school then contacted police. The teen is being held on a $20,000 bond. If he posts bond, he is prohibited from contacting or appearing at any Melvindale school. The superintendent of Dearborn Heights School District 7 held a community forum on school safety last night. The superintendent, Jennifer Mass, says that the forum was meant to inform the community about how schools in the district are preparing students and staff in the event of an active shooter.
Starting next school year, active shooter drills will be run in the school. We're not going to wait for something terrible to happen and say we wish we would have done this. We're going to be ready.
Just makes you so sad that those drills even need to happen. The superintendent provided tips and resources to talk to kids about the recent school shootings and the importance of speaking up if they hear a threat made.
Former Trump campaign officials Paul Manafort and Rick Gates in more legal trouble this morning. This is as special counsel Robert Mueller files additional charges against them. On Thursday, a federal grand jury returned the 32-count indictment, which includes tax and bank fraud charges. The new counts are connected to fraudulent loans the two allegedly procured between 2015 and then this year. Manafort and Gates pled not guilty last year to money laundering and related charges as well. Still to come, on the verge of history, what Team USA is set to do for the first time ever in the Olympic Games.
Yes, we'll have more on that. But first, it's Fitness Friday, and I'm taking you to this new trendy workout. The gym behind it, and it's truly nothing that you've ever seen. It's one of my favorite Fitness Fridays. We'll have it for you coming up next.
Tonight.
It's Fitness Friday, and we're back at Area 45 Fitness in Troy, where we're doing high-intensity interval training. And Ravon, these are workouts that we may have done before, but the high-intensity aspect of it gets you better results?
Yes, of course, it gets you better results. It's going to give you about 3 to 4 times better results than anything else out there, right? And the idea is you're not doing isolated movements, you're doing multiple movements at once, right? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go down for 5 squats. You're going to give me 5 full squats. Come all the way down. Squat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come down for that pulse. 1, 2,
and so
3,
in an actual workout,
4, 5.
how would this work?
And then you're going to step back, and in the actual workout, so you can do 5 step back lunges. 1, 2. So what you're doing here, you go for 45 seconds. You'll take a 15-second recovery period and you move on to the next station.
And you do the 3 again. So this time around we just work legs, but you do that 45 seconds, 15 seconds off.
On every single different station. Yep, so every station you'll be doing different workouts.
All right, and you can do the whole workout here for 45 minutes. So it's definitely great if you're on the go. If you want to find out about a deal for Area 45 Fitness here in Troy, just go to our website at clickondetroit.com, search Fitness Friday. Welcome back, everybody. As the Winter Games are winding down in South Korea, Team USA is still in the hunt for more medals and one very high-profile competition and another, we'll call it, high-flying event.
That's a good way to put it. And as Jay Gray shows us, Team USA once again making history.
The men's curling team, after a rough start and on the verge of being bumped from the Olympic tournament, finishing with the flurry.
John Schuster and Team USA with American curling history. They're off to play for gold for the first time ever.
Winning their way into the gold medal final against Sweden.
Those guys are very good. They can bail out quickly when they have to. So just play our game and just keep doing what we're doing. I think we'll be fine.
There's that super tweak out.
And 3 American snowboarders will make a run at the medal stand in the Big Air Finals, including slopestyle gold medal winner Red Gerard, who apparently feels pretty loose ahead of his final run.
I mean, I don't really look at myself as a big air rider too much. I like slopestyle way better, and I'm not so good at this this sport. But I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's cool that you got to compete in it. And I landed a run, which is perfect.
You can watch the men's Big Air final tonight in prime time. Jay Gray, Local 4.
He's not so good at this sport. I think he's going to fare quite well. Take a look at the leaderboard in terms of the medal count. It doesn't appear that anyone is catching Norway. They've been in the lead ever since the Olympics started, but the U.S. is creeping up on both Canada and Germany, as you can see. We'll have to see what happens in the next few days as we are in the hunt for a few more medals. Good luck to Team USA.
It's hard to believe it's winding down, too,
I know.
right?
It's been so fun to watch.
Went by like that.
Well, let's get over to Brandon and talk about our forecast because it has been a little crazy this week. What's in store for us now?
How did Norway get so good at everything? They used to be like the long ski jump guys, and that was it.
Well, they've got more
every day.
Now.
I'm like, they won 4 more medals. What did they get? Why didn't we get it? It's been fun to watch, though. And Canada, Germany still playing for medals in hockey, men's hockey. So lots of fun action still to come. 36 degrees, your number out there. Visibility is down with low clouds and a little bit of rain trying to move in. The good news is looking at numbers, everywhere is above freezing. Everywhere is above freezing. 33, it's above freezing everywhere. 33 in Pontiac, 36 at Metro, 34 Mount Clemens, Port Huron 34, Harrow, Ontario, and Monroe both at 34. And you can see the rain, light and spotty as it is, moving up from the south. So maybe it is definite raining there, and it's moving up into our downriver communities here. We just need to watch out or be mindful that if we slip to freezing quickly, we could get a little bit of ice, at least between now and 7:30. That window remains open. Best case scenario, as we see it, as is happening now, it's just drizzle and light rain. And between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., that's our best window for a little bit more widespread rain. And after 1 p.m., drier conditions, 48 this afternoon. Still have some flooding concerns for the Huron River in Livingston County and the River Raisin, which are both getting to or above flood stage, and that will continue through Saturday. But by Sunday, we should see most of our rivers starting to back off, or at least wrap up the flooding concerns. And we do have this rain to deal with today, and then Saturday night, about 10 p.m. through about 6 a.m. on Sunday. Well-timed, but more rain coming in late Saturday, early Sunday. Most of the daytime hours of your weekend are dry. 42 tomorrow and 51 with tons of sun on Sunday. This is our photojournalist, Josh Strand, out by Belle Isle, your 1-800-Hanson's weather window. Just something awesome about that shot with the low clouds on the river on a dark, dreary day.
Looks a little cold out there, and that's why, Brandon, that is why we want you to be mindful. He's making weird noises over here. We want you to be careful because it could be a little slick out there, and I think that's why we're seeing this problem. That's really going to slow you down. If you are traveling over on westbound I-94, we have this accident just past Van Dyke. Take a look at these backups here. Only the left lane getting by, really slow in this area. Emergency crews are on the scene taking care of it, so we'll keep you updated on the situation here. And then also I want to let you know about a closure over on westbound I-96, the express ramp to Southfield Freeway here. This is because of emergency pothole repairs. So in the meantime, you can use the local lanes to get to Southfield Freeway. That ramp is open, and just be mindful of those potholes because they are really bad right now. Rhonda.
Oh, yes, they are. Kim, thank you. In today's consumer headlines, McDonald's is officially bringing back that highly anticipated Szechuan sauce. Plus, one tweet is all it took to cost Snapchat a lot of money. But first, a warning for home buyers. Mortgage rates are going up. Let's get to Maribel Aber joining us now live from New York at NASDAQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rhonda. Mortgage rates jumped to 4.4% this week for a 30-year fixed-rate loan. This is according to Freddie Mac. It's the highest since April of 2014. Rates were down around 3.95% at the start of the year. The higher rates come as the industry gets ready for the spring home buying season, and buyers also have to deal with this low supply of homes for sale. Snap shares took a beating yesterday after a Kylie Jenner tweet. The reality TV star said she no longer opened the Snapchat app after its redesign. Well, the stock was down 6%, which wiped out about $1.3 billion in market value from Snap. The new look for Snapchat has been widely criticized as being too confusing to navigate. The wait is over. McDonald's is bringing back its Szechuan sauce. The discontinued condiment gained popularity after being featured on the animated show Rick and Morty. McDonald's brought it back in limited quantities as a promotion last fall. Now, CNBC reports the fast food chain will ship 20 million packets of Szechuan sauce to its U.S. restaurants. It's expected to be available this Monday. Rhonda, forget let them have cake. Let them have their Szechuan sauce, but I'm thinking there's no low sodium option, which is what I would be looking for.
Yeah, probably not. Maribel, thank you. Have a good Friday and a good weekend. We'll see you next week. Still ahead, busted. What a group of men were caught doing at a local Airbnb.
Plus also the scary close call serving a reminder for all drivers. We're going to have that video for you coming up next.
And let's meet our Facebook friend for today. This is Michelle Makowski, and she's from Farmington Hills. She is an 11-year ovarian cancer survivor, and she is also a proud dog mom to 2 fur babies.
That is wonderful. Congratulations, Michelle. We do have a $25 gift card where you can spoil your pets at any one of Premier Pet Supplies. They do have several locations: Beverly Hills, Rochester Hills, Livonia, and also Novi. If you'd like to be our friend, like our Facebook page and click on the Friend of the Day. We'll be right back.
Good news, bad news, good news kind of day. Good news is numbers are above freezing everywhere. Bad news is we have some rain coming in, but as it comes in, it is staying rain and not freezing on the surface here. So some spotty drizzle and light rain through the next couple of hours, and then mid-morning, 10 a.m. till about 1 p.m., a little bit more widespread steady rain, but afternoon improvements. The final bit of good news, we have mostly cloudy skies, middle upper 40s, and again drier this afternoon.
All right, well, we've got some trouble right now on westbound I-94. An accident just past Van Dyke is causing some major delays with only the left lane open. Emergency crews are on the scene. We'll keep you updated on this, but for now, expect delays.
Thank you, Kim. A scary scene unfolding in Connecticut when police say a man slammed his car right into a hospital and then set himself on fire. Take a look at the cell phone video here. It shows the car completely engulfed in flames. Several gas cans were found inside the car. Police do believe that crash was intentional. The driver had to be airlifted to the hospital. Police say he did have a criminal record dating back several years. Right now, police are trying to figure out what his exact motive was. A Massachusetts mother and her 7-year-old daughter had a close call with a very distracted driver when the two were almost hit while they were exiting a school bus. Look again here, and you can see the SUV. The SUV was quickly approaching. The bus driver says goodbye there. You could actually hear him. There they go. Yikes. They say they have the bus driver to thank for honking that horn loud enough so they were alerted.
Oh, that is so scary.
Very frightening.
Time now at 6:26 here on your Friday morning. Next at 6:30, local stories from Lincoln Park, Royal Oak, and Ypsilanti.
Plus, he put an entire community on edge. Find out what this man is accused of doing inside his parents' house in Troy.
Plus, our as seen on TV product tests continue. Today is our viewer's choice, and it's a product called Fixed that this viewer wanted us to check out. It's a device that connects to your car and claims to identify why your check engine light is on, when it needs to be repaired, and how much it's going to cost you. The question is, does it work and is it worth the money? Our Kim DeJulio went to the experts to find out.
Good morning, everyone. The Red Wings have found some interesting ways to lose, and last night another one to add to the list. The Sabres beat them at LCA 3-2 with 0.2 of a second left in overtime. Wings have now lost 3 in a row. We've got highlights second period. Wings with the puck behind the net. They'll get it to Jonathan Eriksson. He with the wrist shot here. It's going to find its way home. His third. Game is tied 1-1. Third period, Wings down 2-1, but storming the net. Franz Nielsen here with the shot. The puck is there. Justin Abdelkader cleans it up for his 10th, game tied 2-2. Then in overtime, Wings can't clear the puck out of their zone. Marco Scandella gets it here, and he's going to beat the clock right there for his third. Now watch the shot from above. With 0.2 of a second, it's well past the line easily. The Sabres win it 3-2 at LCA. NBA Pistons were off last night. They're home tonight against the Boston Celtics. I'm Bernie Smalvitz. We'll see you later today at 5, 6, and 11.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Oh, it's much bigger than just a problem. Potholes are now being called a public safety crisis. This morning, there's a drive for more repair crews and more money to make those repairs. Brandon?
Well, the wet and warming details in the forecast. It is a little snowy for our friends and family up in the UP, and then we've got this little bit of wintry mix. Also, seeing a lot of rain there, mostly rain around Metro Detroit, and as we look at some other moisture moving in, anybody know what day it is today?
That we do. Happy Friday. Got the fireworks going. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for waking up with us. Evrod has the day off.
Nice to be with you here today on a Friday. Everyone's in such a good mood despite everything going out on the roads.
Yes, from flooding to the pothole problems. We'll get to all of that, but we do want to get to Brandon to talk about what we're in store for today.
Well, we've been watching temperatures as the variable that could change everything this morning, and Lady Luck, Mother Nature, on our side, and that's what we need. We need numbers above freezing, and if you look all over, we have 33 in Adrian, close call. Pontiac at 33 as well, Mount Clemens 34, Lapeer at 33, still have 36 at Metro Airport. So this moisture that is moving in to Lenawee and Monroe counties down south, although we have a very swollen River Raisin, we're adding a little to that from Blissfield across to Monroe, but fairly light rain, not freezing rain or ice. Downriver, we're seeing that as well, and numbers are just slowly steady or going up. 36 at 8 a.m. Spotty drizzle. You'll need the umbrella, the windshield wipers, but the steadier rain chances today, 10 a.m. until about 1 p.m. And then the afternoon hours starting to dry up. And look at that, 48 degrees today. Just need to get through some of this moisture that is still pivoting in from the Indy area. And we'll look at weekend rain chances as well, but it's not all bad, and some of it is Kim DeJulio good.
Yeah, pretty good. We're seeing those temperatures start to rise, which makes me happy. All right, well, I also have some good news for you guys. We do want to let you know about that accident over on westbound I-94 that was causing some delays. That has just cleared. We still have a little bit of red on our map, but those will start to clear as the morning goes on. So that's great news. We just want to let you know about some emergency repairs over on westbound I-96. The express ramp to Southfield Freeway is closed right now because they are patching up some potholes in that area, but the local lanes are open, so you can take that to Southfield Freeway if you're traveling traveling that way. And then we have construction over on the north and southbound I-75 ramps to westbound I-696. That will be closed until 7 o'clock tonight. So keep that in mind while traveling over on I-75. Back to you.
A public safety crisis is what police are calling it. Our roads are so bad that local police felt forced to shut down a freeway overnight, all in the name of public safety.
And now there is a new push this morning for more funding for emergency repairs. Nick Monticelli is live. And Nick, after what happened last night, it's obvious that we really need the help here.
Something's got to be done, Sandra. It has not been a good pothole season for us here in Michigan, and it's only getting worse as the temperatures keep fluctuating and we keep getting rain and freezing issues. 75 last night was just downright a disaster, but it's not just 75. It's 696, it's 94, it's 275, it's Shaner and Hayes and Ryan and Quinder and Groesbeck all over the place. The fact is, we've got to fix them, and now. Another night and multiple cars littering the side of the freeway, this time I-75 south in Detroit. DPD all over the freeway trying to manage what has become more than just a nuisance. Now it's a safety problem.
The chief contacted DPW, and we're going to have City of Detroit DPW crews come up here and start patching some of these holes.
You know it's bad when this stretch on 14 Mile Road near Hayes only looks moderately awful. There are some roads, many in Macomb, which are just undrivable.
This is the first time that it's been this bad to where they're undrivable. It's horrible.
You know, people's lives are at danger right now with the way the roads are.
MDOT has been doing emergency patching, but every night there are multiple cars on the side of the road with blown tires and damaged rims, especially when it's dark or raining. It's hard to see the danger right in front of you. In Lansing, the State House just approved $175 million for pothole repairs this spring. Now it's up to the Senate, and State Senator Steve Bida says we need more than $175 million to keep up. So he's going to push for the Senate to dip in to the state's rainy day fund for more money.
We need to find additional funding for it, and we need to find it fast. And that's probably the best place that we could go at this point.
Well, something needs to happen, that's for sure. We'll find out if the Senate decides to dip into that rainy day fund. Sandra and Rhonda, I'm not trying to make light of this in any way, but driving down the roads, I almost feel like pothole dodging should be an Olympic sport.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It is like a minefield out there.
Really, really bad.
And if you're lucky enough to get to where you're going without a blowout.
Safely.
Yeah, it's just amazing how bad it is.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Nick, thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Let's turn now to some stories making headlines this morning across Metro Detroit.
Yes, we're going to take a look at stories out of Ypsilanti Township and Royal Oak, also in Troy, but we do start here in Lincoln Park. We want to update you on what we expect to learn more about today on that barricaded gunman situation that ended peacefully. The man barricaded himself inside of a restaurant, the Noodle House restaurant, where he worked just after 5 o'clock last night on Fort Street near Goddard. When police arrived at the location, they quickly determined that he was alone. After several hours, he did surrender to police around 9 p.m. No one was hurt. Over in Troy, we are getting our first look at the man who was involved in that barricaded situation earlier this week. 36-year-old Bryce Williams is his name. He is accused of opening fire in a neighborhood near Big Beaver and Adams Road and then barricading himself inside of his parents' home, leading to a 13-hour standoff with police outside and the neighborhood on lockdown. He eventually surrendered peacefully and no one was hurt. He's now being charged with 4 felonies.
In Royal Oak, where a raid of an Airbnb leads to the arrest of 3 men and also the discovery of drugs. Federal agents say the 3 men had been renting out a space. This was at South Maple, 320 South Maple. They were renting it out through Airbnb. Inside, police found a kilogram each of heroin and cocaine, along with FedEx packaging, carrying a street value of more than $115,000. Those 3 are now facing possible charges of possession with intent to distribute drugs. In Ypsilanti Township, police are looking for the man responsible for an attempted armed robbery. When they were questioned by police, the clerk said the man's mouth and nose were covered and said he had a gun, although it was never seen. No one was hurt, and that suspect took off without stealing anything after checking the cash register. Well, apparently the ick factor is still in. Toys are going to the toilet. We're going to show you also what else kids want this year.
Oh, goodness. Also ahead, our final product test right after the break. And we asked you last week what product you wanted us to test, and you picked Fixed, a device that claims to read your car's mind. But does it work, and is it worth the money? What we found out coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
Skyforge.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the finale of our As Seen on TV product tests.
Yeah, we've been testing out products all week. We answered the burning question, do they live up to the claims, and are they really worth your money?
All right, so the last one we have this week, Kim DiGiulio tested out for us. It's called Fixed. And it was actually one of our viewer picks.
That's right. So here in the Motor City, you know, our cars, they're our best friends. But to be honest, sometimes they can be a little hard to read. When do they need service? When should you replace what? It's very confusing. So today we are testing out a device called Fix that says it can diagnose your car's problems without having to take it into the shop. Here's how Fixed works. You'll start by downloading the Fixed app to your smartphone. Then plugging in the device to the OBD2 port in your vehicle.
Our sensor plugs directly into your dash and sends notifications to your phone when problems arise.
Your car and the device connect through Bluetooth technology. The app provides you with info about any problems with your vehicle, instructions on what to do, as well as an active timeline that shows you when it's time to service your vehicle. You're able to use this one device to keep track of all of the vehicles you own. The product appeared to work, but we wanted to do some research just to make sure. We found Scott, an auto mechanic from Metro 25 Auto and Truck Repair, and asked him if a professional would recommend this product.
You could easily insert it, let it sync up to the vehicle, and then it'll download to your phone.
It worked for Scott too.
These basically let you log and keep a file from the last time you changed your wiper blades to the last time you measured the tread depths in your tire.
Scott says the professional diagnostic tools that he uses can cost up to $12,000. The Fixed device is only $60, so it really is worth the purchase.
It's an amazing tool for the money.
Another reason why the average person might like Fixed is because it breaks down what every car symbol means on the app, so you aren't left guessing. And the summary of your car's problems are explained in simple terms. Finally, where has this been all my life?
If you don't have automotive knowledge, the language of automobile could be a little intimidating to the average person.
So Scott, are there any cons to this product? Try and think of just something.
There really ain't no cons in this thing.
Well, you heard it. There's no cons, so we're going to go ahead and give this product, drum roll please, a gold medal. And a big thanks to one of our viewers, Dennis Sutton, for recommending this product to us. It's pretty nifty, huh?
That's our first gold medal of the week.
It is.
Nice.
And I just love it because all of the time, those symbols come up on your dashboard.
You never know what they mean.
Squiggle lines with like a car. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah,
I have no idea. Now
and
you know.
I love that you can link up like all the cars in your household to the one device.
Absolutely. And it's only $60 as opposed to what they use in the auto repair shops.
Yeah, up to $12,000.
Definitely a good value.
Absolutely.
All right, nice to know. Well, now if you want to see the results of all of our product tests all week, like the air fryer, the zippy sack, and more, all you have to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com. We have a complete list on the homepage and on the consumer page. Brandon cooked up with that fryer and the smokeless grill yesterday. Those were both good.
They were great, yeah. The smokeless grill, not so smokeless, but it was a fun grilling indoor experience. And I did burgers and brats and chicken and French fries for everybody yesterday. And good morning. This, we've discovered, is not a spider, it's a crab. Look, it's huge. You see it? Oh, no, I see it. That's not Webster. Pretty big. That is the spider that ate the river warning of the North Branch of the Clinton River, because it is expired. So we'll go with that. 36 right there right now. 31 is the wind chill, but this is the number we're paying closer attention to. Normally we warn you about, oh, wind chills, dress for this, but we're just happy numbers are above freezing. Cloudy skies, a little spit and drizzle coming down in spots. You see the low clouds, some patchy fog and reduced visibility, but all 4 zones all above freezing. We do have a couple of spots way up north that are hovering closer to and just below freezing, but no wet weather in that area yet. Still a chance over the next hour or so for a brief little touchdown to freezing, and any drizzle would then ice up. So we watch out for freezing drizzle. Most of it not happening, but certainly could. 34 at the bus stop if you're not in midwinter break with the kids. Low middle 30s early, middle 40s after school, and after lunchtime the wet weather becomes a lot less and less. So here's a look at some of the spotty showers and drizzle coming up through Monroe and Lenawee counties into Washtenaw and Wayne counties, and you can see the reinforcements, not real impressive, but as this area of low pressure slides over, the rain chances do increase a little bit, maybe even into the moderate rain category between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. The better chance for a little more widespread rain coverage, but mostly cloudy but drier this afternoon. Saturday, it's a near miss with wet weather in the morning south, but Saturday night around 10 p.m. tomorrow night, some rain moving in into early Sunday, but most of Sunday warming and dry. Want to give you an update on Tasty Tuesday. Our buddy Phil Licavoli called in and said Tuesday they sold well over 200 pizzas, which was part of their Tasty Tuesday special. A huge deal for them, and they certainly were thankful to all of you who got in on the Tasty Tuesday special. But Licavoli's, that Italian market in Grosse Pointe Woods with pizzas, subs, salads, and what do they call them?
What?
Well, like lasagna meatballs where they make it ahead of time, pre-planned. Pre-prepared.
It was all so good. Do we have to show that again? It just made me hungry all over again. So a big thanks to them. That was great. But right now, let's take a look at what's going on. It's been a pretty quiet morning for the most part, but we just do have these emergency repairs on westbound I-96 express lanes. That ramp to Southfield Freeway is closed right now because they're patching up some potholes. So that's good news. But in the meantime, what you want to do to get around this closure is use the local lanes instead. Those are open. And then also we've got repairs over on westbound I-696 between I-75 and Woodward. Only one lane open. This starts up at 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. That's when there will only be one lane open. Then from 3 o'clock to 7 p.m., just 2 lanes will be blocked there and 2 lanes will get by. So definitely want to expect some slowdowns in that area as well. Back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. Today in Black History, we want to highlight Jaquan Hawkins. He is a college success coach and the Dean of Student Services at Oakland University. He actually travels throughout the country facilitating college success workshops that help empower students to reach their full potential, both inside and outside of the classroom. And in his spare time, he volunteers right here in Detroit for organizations like the Detroit Kappa League and Big Brothers Big Sisters.
2018 is the year toy makers have gone to the toilet. At the New York Toy Fair this week, companies known for Barbies and action figures now bringing in the ick factor, but some companies are staying modest.
Every birthday party and next Christmas is happening right now.
Kids don't even know they want this yet.
He loves me.
Take a good look at those googly eyes. This Pomsy is likely to be on your child's wish list when it hits shelves in the fall.
I can wrap it around my wrist.
The more you touch and play with it, the more the Pomsy reacts.
As technology evolves and it gets cheaper for toy makers to integrate into products, it keeps the price point down.
Down to $15, both pet play and games are classic trends, taking new twists this year. Money made from games increased again thanks to silly moments you can share on social media.
The shareable moments really have kind of fueled the game category, so it has been up double digits 2 years ago, up last year.
Also on trend for 2018, toilet humor, molding poo dough, picking up snot, and blasting toilet paper. Good luck cleaning that up. Less messy and more educational are the teaching toys.
He's your weird new friend.
My Loopsy is an interactive robot that can be paired with an app.
Have him say different things, and it'll have basic coding concepts built in so they can kind of drag and drop and learn the early basics of coding.
So who decides what goes on the store shelves? The 7,500 buyers walking these halls
To discover these toys, strike some deals, maybe ask for a color change.
hoping what they pick will be winners kids will be begging for.
Interesting process. The toilet toys. Oh boy.
I know. My goodness. Someone I know would love those
Someone
toilet
in your
toys.
family.
Yes. A certain 8-year-old.
Great. All right, we're back with the stories to watch for right after the break, everybody. Don't go away.
Watch Olympics and
Welcome back, everybody. At 6:54 here on your Friday morning. The breaking news we're following for you is out of Detroit's west side. Police are investigating after a man is found shot to death inside of a home on Braille Street, just south of West McNichols. Police have yet to release a suspect description or a possible motive.
The city of Livonia under a boil water advisory. This is after a water main break near I-96 in Middle Belt. Officials recommending you boil your water for at least 1 minute before you use it. And also you want to use boiled or bottled water for drinking, washing dishes, and then anything else you use in your household as well.
Former Trump campaign officials Paul Manafort and Rick Gates are facing new charges. The 32-count indictment charges the pair with tax and bank fraud. The new charges are connected to fraudulent loans the two allegedly procured between 2015 and this year. Manafort and Gates pleaded not guilty last year to money laundering and other charges.
Flood warnings remain in effect for Monroe and Livingston counties as rivers continue to rise from the recent thaw. The main rivers affected are the Huron River in Hamburg and also the River Raisin in Monroe as well. Officials in Lansing have declared a state of emergency as many residential areas have been hit really hard by this flooding. The barriers have been set up at Michigan State University and will remain on campus until the water eventually recedes. Brandon, lots of problems across the state because of the flooding.
Yeah, and it hasn't really been raining for a good day and a half, so all the smaller streams, all the runoff, everything that feeds into these rivers just keeps them rising and probably not really going to below flood stage until Sunday for a lot of these rivers. 36 right now. That's good news because we're above freezing with wet weather coming in, spotty, light rain and drizzle through the morning. Not worried terribly about ice, but just watch out over the next half hour or so. This afternoon, things get drier after 1 p.m. and the weekend looks good. A little rain Saturday night, early Sunday, Kim.
Okay, well, we do have a closure for emergency pothole repairs over on westbound I-96. That express ramp to Southfield Freeway is closed right now. You can use the local lanes instead.
The 14th full day of the 2018 Winter Olympic Games now kicking off. A trio of Americans set to compete in the 1,000-meter long track speed skating. Men's big air snowboarding will begin, and Team USA sending 3 competitors, including West Bloomfield native Kyle Mack. 4-person bobsled continues today with the second set of training runs as well.
Well, we have done well in women's and men's in the bobsled and men's curling.
Yeah, we're going for gold today. That was exciting.
Today on Local 4.
Have a great Friday, everybody.
USA. USA. USA.